so I dug the screws out of the back. I'm pretty sure that the 4Runner is different. I know it has a different steering wheel, and I'm pretty sure yours has a screw that goes in the bottom here, because yours is a square pad, and I think there's only one screw that holds it in. So, oh, come on, what the heck? I've had this frickin' steering wheel off before. What the hell? Does the whole pad come off? I don't know. Okay, so I guess the whole pad comes off on this one. Yours doesn't, I'm sure it doesn't. On the 4Runner, it just has a square pad. Okay, on yours though, you'll have some connections here as well. That's for the cruise control. So just kind of, you're going to maybe snap a picture of how they come apart or something like that, so that you remember how to put it back together. This one on this one is for the horn contact pin. That's where your horn, how your horn works there. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to get the steering wheel straight, and then lock it. Okay, well hopefully you're locking it straight, but if it doesn't lock, that's okay. The main thing is that you want it straight. Ah, crap, don't do that. I'm just going to leave the key in then. Okay, so now we need to pull the steering wheel off. To do that, you need, I believe it is a 17 mil, or no, it's a 19 mil. 19 millimeter. And this one we need an extension with, so 19 millimeter. Okay, so now we just want to back it off a bit. This is splined. The steering wheel is splined, and you have to actually yank it off. Before we do anything, though, I want you just to look at at what I'm sending you, the pieces that I'm sending you. It says that they're the same, but before you take it all apart and kind of put it together, I want you to make sure. We do have to repin for the cruise control, and I'll show you that later. Okay, so just have a quick peek at it. Okay, now you want to kind of, like I said, get the steering wheel straight, and so that you can put it back on straight. Leave the nut on a few threads, you know, 3, 4, 5, 6 threads kind of thing, and you got to yank it off. The reason why you do that is because you don't want the steering wheel coming back in your face. So now you can just undo it and pull the steering wheel off. Okay, and so that exposes our signal light assembly. There's 4 screws in here holding it on in all 4 corners. Okay, those are loose. Now you're going to have a ring on here. That's the cruise control ring, and it comes down and it's wired down into this plug, like I said. So you're going to have to actually take that off. If you want, you don't have to do it right now. If you don't want the cruise, because your cruise won't obviously work, you can just put this in and see if it cures the problem, I guess. Yeah, so now we've got to unplug it here, and we undid those screws. So now you got to kind of pull it back off of the hooks there, And now you can see there's two plugs. Press down on the piece there, okay, now I can take the key out. You press down on the lock to pull them out. Okay, now this has a lock on there too. Need something flat to pop that off. I guess I'll just use the key because I didn't bring anything flat. Okay, and you see how that loosens that off? And now your whole system comes off, that combi switch. You dump the screws out or whatever, and there you go. There's the combi switch. Okay, so next we're going to pull out the switch on the back while we've got this all apart. Okay, I'm going to shut it off though and start up another video. Okay.